What's up guys, and welcome to another Marquee Matchups pack opening. EA just released its new Marquee Matchups set for this week, and we have 4 interesting matchups that we can complete. We have the Bristol City versus Cardiff City derby, we have the Leicester City versus Chelsea matchup, so likely the old champion versus the new champion of the Premier League. We also have from the French league Olympique Marseille versus AS Monaco, as well as from Italy Lazio versus Atalanta. In total, the rewards are worth more than 75,000 coins worth of packs, and if you see the teams that I will send in, it is definitely worth it from a packs perspective. The first marquee matchups that we will send in is the Bristol City versus Cardiff City one. In terms of requirement, you need 1 Bristol City or 1 Cardiff City player. I picked the center mid here because he also fulfills another requirement, and that is to have a Welsh player in the team. So he fulfills both of them already. Other than that, I only picked players from the 4th English division because I get them in the bronze pack method over and over, so they will not cost me anything really, except the discard price basically. And in terms of chemistry, you also have some leeway, even though it doesn't really make a difference if you use cheap players like this. We get an all players pack, so let's quickly submit this team and then go on to the next one. Leicester City versus Chelsea. This one is a little bit more expensive, I would say. You need 1 Leicester or Chelsea player, and I picked Robert Hood. I will definitely not use him in any of my teams because of his pace, so I can definitely let him go. You need also 11 Premier League team players that also need to be from 11 different teams. So you see a bunch of different teams in the squad. You also need 2 rare players. Now I have a little bit more than 2, but that's likely, or that's definitely due to the rating requirement, because you need to have a 79 rated team, and just a lot of the players that are rated around 80 are rare by default. So you see a bit more rare players than necessary. Other than the requirements, you have some leeway in terms of the chemistry. You only need to have 85, so I'll, for instance, use Rondon as a left mid and the Valencia from Everton as a left forward. Just because I don't have any other players that would fit in those positions and give me that rating. In total, we fulfill all the requirements and we get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, so a 25k pack from this squad building challenge. So we're halfway done. Let's go to the French one. Now this is probably the most difficult one and most expensive one, especially since the league has a squad building challenge ongoing at the moment. And it also asks you to submit 11 Ligue 1 players. So not like a couple of weeks ago when there was a French marquee matchup set where you could send in other French players from other leagues. This time it really asks you for Ligue 1 goal players. So what I tried to do, obviously you need to give them 1 Olympique Marseille and 1 Monaco player. I also tried to send in players from Paris because Paris I have already completed, so I will not will not need those players in the future again. Other than that, I also tried to use cheap goal players. Goal players by default this year are probably the players that do not increase in value when you have a league squad building challenge. Usually the silvers and the rare silvers increase the most. Goals stay rather constant. They obviously increase a little bit, but they are not that expensive. Also, if you look at the pack rewards, the overall marquee matchup set rewards you with more than 75,000 coins worth of packs, and this team plus the Premier League team that we saw before, definitely not worth that much. So obviously, it will take me a bit longer to complete the Ligue 1 squad building challenge now, but I'm fine with that because this weekend, actually for 2 hours now already, the entire team of the year is in packs. So if we hand this pack in, pack a team of the year, I don't care about the French squad building challenge. I have a team of the year player, so I definitely am happy to hand in this team. Let's do so. We also get 1,000 coins that don't really make a difference, but we definitely take it. And the final one is one of the easier ones, even though it's from the Italian league. It's the Lazio versus Atalanta match. As you can see from the team already, there's no rating requirement at all. It just asks you for chemistry, so just use all your cheap bronze Italian players. You just need to give them 1 Lazio player, which I have 1 bronze one that I pack constantly in the bronze pack method, so I'm happy to give them up. and one Atalanta player, and he was a reward player, so I couldn't sell him anyway, so I was happy to give him up as well. The rest, I just filled him with bronze players. He only need 90 chemistry, so I could use some players out of position, no problem at all. Let's submit this team as well, and then we're done. We also get the overall reward, which is another 25k pack. So we happily take that, and then we move to the store to let's see what's in those packs. Now, as I said in last night's video, there is a nice team of the week out with Higuain, for instance, as a striker. There's also Giroud. There's obviously for 2 hours now the entire team of the year in packs, and since we do not have silver or any other low rated packs, they could be in any of those 5 packs that we can open. Let's start with the all players packs. 4 golds, 4 silvers, 4 bronzes. Hopefully it's a rare gold card. It is not a rare gold card, as we get this Eredivisie player. What do we get though? We get a rare silver player from Spain, and we also get one from the Belgian league. That's nice. You can definitely use him in my squad building challenge. Another one from the Liga NOS. So obviously not the worst all players pack. Usually those packs, and another MLS player that I handed in yesterday, so I will sell him later on as well. And we get another French player, so a little bit of a reward for handing in this French team. Let's send all those to the club and list up the 2 bronze players. Or let's just send them to the transfer list for now. I'll list them up after I'm done with the video. Let's open the 7.5k pack. A premium gold pack. What do we get? At least a rare player. As we get, is that Vertonghen? That is Vertonghen. Not too bad. That's a pretty good requirement for having a 7.5k pack. Not that he goes for that much. But 83 rated. He doesn't go for anything really, actually. But 83 rated can be used in a bunch of squad building challenges in the future, particularly the ones that have a rating requirement. So I'll definitely take him. Other than that, we pack another player from the Championship as well as one from the Spanish League. Other than that, nothing too exciting in this one. But now the big ones, or the bigger ones for this Marquee Matchup set. Let's start with the Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, a 15k pack. More rare players from Stoke. We get Bojan. Who are the other players we get? We get another French player, so really it was not that bad to hand in all those French players, as we already got 2 of them back. And also a MLS player. Anything else as a duplicate, we get another 1,000 coins that I'll happily take. We also get Ashley Young and Thiago. Those will definitely sell, and some more duplicates that we send to the transfer list. The rest goes to the team. So far, 3 packs in. Obviously not a huge surprise, but it's definitely not a total loss that we make, and we still have the 2 big ones to open. So now we have 2 25k packs. Let's start with the first one. What do we get? We get a Portuguese center back. We get Fonte. I was thinking of handing him in as well. Instead of, I think I used, I was thinking Fonte, Mertesacker, or another 83 player that I actually handed in. But he will definitely sell, especially with the current challenge ongoing. Bunch of other duplicates that will sell as well. And another, let's see how much he goes for, given that he's from the Belgian league and a rare silver player. Doesn't go for much. Sometimes those rare silvers increase in price tremendously up to the point that they're extinct if they're from Toulouse or the Sporting team in the MLS. Unfortunately, this player did not increase in value that much. However, we still need him anyway, so we can complete the Gen team as well. We get another gold Ligue 1 player. So again, 2 rare gold players from the not rare, but 2 gold players from the Ligue 1. So again, it wasn't really that bad handing in that 11-man team, especially since it was really a 9-man team, since I already had the Paris team completed. Now the final pack, will it be a boring pack opening or will it be an exciting one? This pack will basically decide how it's gonna go, and we get from Lazio, we get Radu. As I was already preparing for the Calcio A squad building challenge, I have most of the Calcio A players already, as I have Radu. Nonetheless, he will sell for sure. Another French guy that will also sell. So, and we get another one here that we can use. And Besiktas play as well. Guys, obviously we didn't pack any team of the week, just like yesterday. We didn't pack any team of the week, nor did we pack any team of the year player. But overall, I think given the rewards, given the investment we made with these 4 squad building challenge teams, it was worth doing it. It was worth the risk. It was worth the chance packing one of those amazing players. However, we did not. But guys, that's it for this week. I will see you next week in the marquee matchup video, as well as I have planned another video for tomorrow where I will tell you how you can get free silver packs. So subscribe to the channel, stay tuned, and I will see you in the next